What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing today? It's EWA owner Derek Cole, where we evolve from everything else. I gotta tell you, I have what a card tonight. But then again, I'm never alone. I'm not. I have my newly appointed general manager and owner of Lions Tea, Andrew Lyons. What's up, Andrew?
What's up?
What
What's up?
a week.
Yes. What a week. What a card. Yes.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, people showed up and showed out. The ones that did. The ones that didn't, I don't care.
Yeah.
But
happens.
you know what? We're not alone.
No, we're not.
We have the hottest bitch of all of IW, Christine.
Ayo!
What's up, Christine?
What up, everyone? Hello, Mr. Lyons.
It's been a while since you've been. It's been a while since you've been here, and you look ravishing this time. More alive, more awake, which is good. Just make sure you don't fall asleep on that pen tonight.
Never, not me.
But anyways, we are not alone. The new appointed CEW general manager and IW reporter, Kyle Lynch.
What is happening, everyone? It's going to be a great freaking night tonight.
It's going to be a great night. We will begin shortly, but I got to say, before we get to this card, before we get to the first matchup, this triple threat, let me ask you something. In your eyes, what was match of the night tonight?
I want to say my personal bias. I want to say my cousins, just because it was just awesome to see them beat the living crap out of each other. I've been wanting to do that myself for a little while, but I gotta say, it's really too tough to call. Like, there's some bangers. There were some bangers upon bangers.
Oh yeah. Banger City.
Absolutely. But I gotta say, match of the night to me was the Open Challenge champion and Heartless Daniels. Even though it was non-title, I mean, what a hell of a match they had.
Crazy.
But Andrew Lyons, your call.
Ooh, it's very hard. A lot of great matches. I'd say, well, the Open Challenge one is right up there. But I gotta say, I gotta give it to Kyle Lynch's cousins match, man. That's the first I've ever seen a real family feud for the opening match.
Absolutely, it has. But let's start off with this first matchup indeed right here. Matchup, it's a triple threat. It's Ed Coop. It is Zayerith and his prodigy. We call this a nice family affair. And Kyle Lynch, why don't you take it away with this first matchup?
Okay, there was a lot of animosity going into this one, because if you noticed in the past month or two, Prodigy and Ed Coop, they were just firing back and forth at each other. Then they were constantly talking about how they actually did kind of like a Basham Brothers thing, where they were really taking turns acting as Zayerith in the beginning of their careers, but then, well, you've got a hold of him yourself and you brought him in. Zayerith came in. He did not take kindly to that in any way, shape, or form. Kind of basically called them both out for being imposters and liars. But then again, they kind of were firing back, with their own little tidbits of selective truth. But whenever they got into the ring, there was just no stare down, no nothing. Zayerith just went straight into them. He delivered Super Kick City to both of them. He went ahead and grabbed Ed Coop and kind of just tossed him out, because if we kind of noticed, he was more mad at Prodigy than he was at Ed Coop. But Prodigy took the upper hand at that point, and Prodigy, he just started going to town. He threw him into the corner. he started stomping those mud holes in. But Ed Coop, he came in and he kind of did the same thing. He tossed Prodigy out and he went to stomping on mud holes into Zaire. And it was just back and forth. Is just, you hardly saw it. All three of the men in the ring at any given point. And eventually it did come down to it was Ed Coop and Prodigy really laying into each other. You saw Prodigy go for that corkscrew splash that he likes to do. He nailed it and then hit the Indian Deathlock. But then Zaire came in and gave him what is called, he's kind of gotten a bad rap of saying that he kind of ripped off Orange Cassidy with the beach break. But he lifted up Prodigy and he gave that true backdrop. And then he lifted up Ed Coop and he was going to lock him in. But then all of a sudden, Prodigy got back up and he ended up just going to town on Zaire. But then Ed Coop got back up and he was able to kind of get the upper hand on both of them. He hit Zaire with a very, very nice pump kick. And then he picked up Prodigy and he locked him in that Dragon Sleeper. But then all of a sudden, Zaire got back up and it was kind of a replay from the beginning of the match. He grabbed Zaire, or he grabbed Zaire grabbed Prodigy.
Yep.
And just completely launched him out of the ring.
Damn.
And then picked up Ed Coop and delivered one more true backdrop. And then he got the 1 and the 2 and the 3.
Wow.
So Zaire's showing up and showing out and definitely making an impact. And
yeah.
But then
go ahead.
But then something very interesting happened, something that he referenced whenever in his last promotional vignette. Zaire went out, he got the microphone, and he said, "Hey, Pacemaker, I heard I impressed you, so why don't you go ahead and put that Central States title on the line against me, and I'll stick around for one more match here in EWA."
Dang.
Wow.
That's a ballsy move.
That is a ballsy move indeed against Pacemaker Tim Lee.
Mm-hmm. He's here for business, and he's here for purpose.
Nothing wrong with that, though. Calling your shot.
Yeah,
I'd say Mr. Tyler Stone would have something to say about that.
Right.
Absolutely.
Definitely intriguing.
Definitely intriguing indeed. You're absolutely right there, Kyle Lynch. But let's get to the next matchup. It is a singles match. It's a spectrum of success. Orlando Simpson taking on Tyler Red. Now, Christine, what did you think of this matchup when we got to see this?
I'm very shocked to see Tyler Red again. Wasn't he out with an injury?
He was out on injury. He gave us some updates, and doctors finally cleared him. He was able to walk with a boot. He got cleared to wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's why he's back.
I'm very glad because I've seen him with his brother and a long time ago called the Bro Leave Nation. If anyone knows. Going way back.
Not Kyle Lynch. She's taking your job finding out reporting on old news.
Yes,
look at that.
Nation, one of the factions.
Wow.
Very nice. Very nice.
And
I can't hate it.
I know. So I've seen a little bit of what Tyler Red can do. He's absolutely amazing and phenomenal at what he does in the ring.
Don't forget, he was also part of the tag team called Red and Ed Connection.
Mm.
And I'm doing your job, Kyle Lynch. That's twice. I think do I have to fire you already?
Hey, my duties have expanded recently.
But at the same time, I mean, if you want to be successful, you have to show out and show up and actually get wins where it counts. So this is one of those situations where it can go either way. Both people have momentum, have something to prove. So it's show out time.
Absolutely. You're not wrong there. And, let's go with this matchup. And it was a good beginning matchup. And this matchup only lasted 12 minutes. Really good 12 minutes. It was really good getting back and forth. Orlando Simpson really proving himself as of late. He's really getting better. I mean, when you have to go like this and everything, just to get everything to go and go full Wakanda. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But it wasn't enough for him, obviously, because we saw in the end run, Andrew Lyons, what is that finishing move that Tyler Red has?
Yes, it's Tyler Red. He
he has a certain finishing move that he loves to hit. And every time he hits it,
one second.
But what a matchup this was for Tyler Red. And with him, he hit his finisher. He got the 1, he got the 2, and he got that 3.
Oh, yes. Tyler Red. The Crimson Dreams. It's a GTS.
Yes, the Crimson Dreams.
Ooh.
I like that.
Kyle, let you have something to report.
That's a good name.
Okay. The camera is pinned showing both Brooks and Reagans in separate locker rooms in an advertisement for the main event. Reagans was methodically sorting through his stash of deathmatch items, and Brooke is in his traditional deathmatch gear, staring at his favorite sledgehammer.
Yikes.
Ooh. They have a Texas deathmatch tonight. Number 1 contender spot for the EWA World Heavyweight Championship. Anthony Garcia definitely must be watching this matchup and very closely.
I like to hope so.
I mean, I would be too if I was him.
Yeah.
But what do we know? Let's see what can happen, right?
And every time we think that this war is, can't get any hotter, it's just reaches new solar systems level of rating.
Absolutely, you're out and wrong there. But let's get to this next matchup, guys. It is matchup number 3. It is Evil Heart taking on Lenore Len, and I heard they're also facing each other over in RPW. Kyle Lynch.
Oh yeah, definitely. Lenore just making her RPW debut over there, so extreme twist of fate that ended up being kind of a back-to-back match.
And we didn't even know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Things happen when you brainstorm ideas off each other.
They do.
But remember, Evil Heart. Remember what she did 2 weeks ago when she took out. Actually, not 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
She took out her tag team partner, Allison Black, thinking she was the weaker one. And
yeah,
and she was doing her a good turn too.
And
but,
it was a bad end to the their aspirations for tag team gold, and Evil Heart proven why she is separate from her cousin Southern Heart, because she's got that evil.
But yeah, because she's not pregnant.
Well, there's that.
He said, "Not, hope not."
Well, yeah. Well, at least Evil Heart's not pregnant,
Jesus
And just
Christ,
one more
can you
time,
imagine?
I'm still 100% certain, according to the dirt sheets, that is not Robbie Cutthroat's baby. That is Johnny Newhaven's baby.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Because the day they're in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this matchup right here between Lenore Len and Evil Heart, it really was a good back and forth. It really was. Both ladies putting on a phenomenal match. And Christine, this was one of your favorite matches tonight.
Of course. I love women's wrestling. Absolutely love it.
And Christine, from experience being in a women's match, because one, you've been in a triple threat with both these components when she, when she was Southern Heart 2 years ago, and you came out the victor in that one.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, Christine, myself, had a short career in the ring, unfortunately.
She even beat Brooks.
Yes, I did.
Go figure, Andrew, right?
All right. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's
Brooks.
very crazy.
So But yeah, that was one hell of a matchup. So you know these two from experience.
Very.
Now, when this matchup happened, like I said, it was a very good matchup. Solid 13-minute matchup with these two. Like I said, could have went back. It could have went either way, but in the end, Lenore Len, she hit the what, Andrew?
She hit the Nevermore kick.
Exactly. She got the 1, the 2, and the 3. And out of nowhere, all you heard was a certain laugh. I know that laugh. There is no way she is here. Christine, you know that laugh. But look in the ring. Evil Heart looks like she heard a ghost or something.
I know that laugh.
She's getting poltergeist.
She's getting geisted, he said.
She's getting geisted.
She's getting geisted. Come on. Come get geisted over here. That's what you have to do over here. You have to keep getting geisted. Come on. Do it.
What are you doing, Evil Heart? Get out of there.
Evil Heart? Get out of there.
Sorry, some rabid fans were making some noise in the background. Sorry about that.
God damn it. Telling you.
Yes, you're absolutely right. But let's go. Let's hype up these comments section. Let's get everybody hyped up. It is Thursday night heat, baby, and we are live from Buckeye Stadium in
Ohio.
We're in Mullins country.
Yep. And thank God he's not here.
Oh, he's probably dead.
Because no one gives a shit about what his name is.
No.
But I gotta say, what a hell of a match. Lenore Len picking up the victory in that matchup. Let's continue. Let's get to this next matchup right here. Match number 4 is singles match of Man of 7. Jack Saban taking on Scabs.
This is a good one.
Now, here's the thing. Now, yeah, Kyle Lynch, this was one of your favorite matches. Now, do you think Scabs will get the last laugh? Or will the Man of 7 hit one of his 7 moves and take out Scabs?
Well, that's actually the interesting thing about this is because Jack Saban, he's kind of starting to shift away from more of his Man of 7 side, and he's really been bringing out that Puerto Rican psychopath, Puerto Rican prince side of himself. We're getting a little bit more high on himself, but still with that psychoticness to him.
Absolutely. You're not wrong there. But what can you take away from Scabs in this matchup? And I'm going to start to you. And I'm going to start with Andrew, if you don't mind.
Oh, good.
Well, Scabs is still your demented, severely fucked up Peggy, who, he's a different beast altogether. One can't possibly prepare for Scabs because even as GM, even I get freaked out a little bit with him because he's just a freaky dude.
Yeah.
So,
all right. I guess we're having technical difficulties on her end.
Yeah.
But this matchup right here, this was a 20-minute matchup right here. This guy's went on for 20 minutes. Now, you guys know Scabs. You guys know Man of 7. Now, these guys probably has faced each other before.
Yeah.
And every time they face each other, they always bring everything. Now, you heard Scabs earlier this week saying he was going to have that last laugh. But, like I said, Man of 7. What is that finishing move Man of 7 has, though, Andrew? What's it called?
He has Zabuza's Blade, which is a black mass kick.
And that is devastating as well. So both of them have a devastating finishing move that could impact them tonight in this matchup. And Christine is back. Here we go.
She is back.
But I gotta say that with that being said, let's get on to the matchup. Here we go. And Scabs gets their early roll up. 1, 2, but no. Man 7 kicked out, and I'm hearing an echo. But drink some coffee here. Nope, I'm not hearing it now.
You're good.
I think you're good. Come on. Yep. Yes,
Okay.
you.
Okay.
But no, I think yeah. So this matchup. Yep. There we go.
There he goes.
All right. No, I think Christine. I think it's yours. Yep. It is
Yep.
Christine's. Christine, you're echoing. Yep. Reset. We have technical difficulty on her end. She can have to. Yeah. There we go. We're waiting for Kyle Lynch to come back. I guess he had technical difficulties. Here we go. Kyle Lynch is back.
He's back.
Kyle Lynch, we figured out it was Christine's end. It was not yours.
Oh, okay.
But this matchup,
You know that.
yes. But let's get to this matchup. Daryl Sabin had this. So, I'm telling you right now, the Man 7 had this matchup in the early going after that little roll up by Scabs because he hit him with a knee strike right to the face of Scabs. That kind of rocked Scabs to the outside.
Yeah, that was a hell of a knee. Caught him right in the mask.
Oh, it did. Now, once he hit it, Scabs is not really known for high flying moves, but this dude dived through the ropes and hit a DDT, swinging DDT. Like, sorry, not Scabs, Daryl Sabin. My bad. Had the wrong name. My bad. Let me drink some more coffee and wake the hell up.
I was about to say, I think Scabs doesn't normally play.
Man, the Man 7, the Puerto Rican man himself, he hit that tornado DDT on the outside, and the referees already at the count of 3, telling them to come back in the ring. 4, 5, and he's in Man 7, grabs Scabs, throws him back in the ring at the count of 7. As Jack Sabin goes to the top rope and hits a missile drop kick right off the top, guys.
Oof.
Oof indeed. I mean, you gotta say though, Man 7 really proved himself this week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for a guy who doesn't normally go up into the top rope, that just shows he's pulling out all the stops. If he's wanting to go to that place,
You're absolutely right.
Luckily, both of these competitors know that our referees don't mess around. They don't give leeway. You're going to obey the rules of the match, or else you're not going to win. You're going to get 20, 30-minute count on the outside.
You're absolutely right. You're not wrong there. But Man 7 went for another cover, and he only got the 1 count. It's hard to take down Scabs.
He's a big dude.
It is. I mean, he has that last laugh. Once he hits that, it's it.
It's over.
Yeah.
But Jack Sabin, he really tried to pull all the stops, but then Scabs, of course, being that crafty veteran that he is, decided to do things that he wanted to do and just went off on Jack Sabin.
Yeah, he did.
He went nuts.
Yeah. Once he went for it because Jack Sabin went for another knee, but Scabs was able to roll out the way and clothesline him.
Ooh.
And now that's the event Scabs is looking for. And guys, that was rough. And Andrew, Scabs is one crazy dude. He was in a hog pen match here. Okay. He was in all type of matches here in EWA, and every time he always pulls out all the stops. Always has a great matchup. And I gotta say, Christine, you seen how Scabs is, and you were here for that hog pen match.
Oh, of course. Scabs will do anything and everything, but also keeping in mind that he's not one just to be put down quietly.
Never is. Never is.
He's usually squealing.
This isn't Deliverance.
No, it's not Deliverance.
This isn't Deliverance. But it's pretty funny how Jack Sabin just He got up from everything, kicked out everything. You get that these guys went really toe to toe. When it came down to the end of it, Scabs hit the last laugh.
He did.
He got the 1, the 2, and the 3.
Oh man,
And
It was a war. It really was.
it was a war.
It was. It really was a war. What a war he had. And congratulations, Scabs, on winning this matchup. And what's next for both of these guys? We don't know. We'll stay tuned in next week when it comes to these two.
According to the dirt sheets, Chicago Savage once called the Man of 7 Carl Saban at one point.
Oh, I think everyone's actually done that before.
Yeah.
And by the way, also Maverick Bowers and Cameron Reed have arrived to the building.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They are here. They are ready for their handicap matchup later on tonight. And it should be a good one.
They're definitely charged. They've been going back and forth on social media all week long, and yeah, this is going to be very heated.
It was more than just a match for that match.
Yep. I'm not going to take too much time on this next matchup due to the fact that one man showed up, and again, in my production truck, as always, of course, a Mortal Ripper comes out here, and, Triple M, he didn't even go to the gym once, and this was just like a one-sided 10-minute victory with a Mortal Ripper hitting his finisher. Andrew, what's it called?
Death blow. It's the death blow. 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely.
Bob's your uncle. That's you.
Yep. And that was all she wrote.
You need to get a padlock for that production truck, dude. Too many dudes breaking
Yeah.
You
into
need security for that production truck.
Listen, I triple security just for tonight's show. That's because of the fact that Troy Mason and the collective.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm still going to try to figure out why the hell Sean Jackson was watching his matches. But let's get to this next matchup. Match number 6. It is Diamond Anthony Como taking on badass Billy Gore.
This is a good match and a half.
Oh.
And Andrew Lyons, why don't you take it away with this matchup?
Oh, this match was a grudge match for sure. Anthony Como, Diamond Anthony Como, basically getting pissed off for losing a bunch, called out Billy Gore, and Billy Gore quite conveniently obliged because he was pissed off and wanted to vent some frustration. And by God, he vented some frustration in this match.
Absolutely, and he really did. But badass Billy Gore, once he hit the gore, that was it.
Gore.
Once he hit that, that was it. He got the 1, he got the 2, and he got the 3 on Diamond Anthony.
Well, I mean, you got to hand it to Diamond Anthony. He was trying to put up a good fight, but Billy Gore, he's been on just too much of a warpath lately. And I mean, we saw him get the win in Alpha last night, and he came into this one making sure he's going to keep that going.
He rode the momentum.
He did. And just for FYI, as GM, Mr. Como, please refrain from coming into my office for complaints because I will be out of action. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. But let's get to this next matchup.
Match 7.
It is match 7. It is Death Dealer Bane taking on Chicago Savage, and this matchup was talked about all over social media. And Andrew, what can you tell before we get to this matchup, Andrew? Okay, what sponsors we have for tonight?
Sponsors. Oh, yes, we have, of course, the usual. We have Lions Go Blend Tea, premium tea for EWA. We want to get your motivational Mondays going, get your Mondays roaring. Lions Tea, Premium Blend. Get it now on the IWNetworkShop.com.
All right.
And also, we're almost to the tail end of the Yaira issue number 1 pre-order campaign for Rippaverse Comics. But also, if you're not caught up, you can go ahead and order the catch-up pack, which will include Yaira and ISOM number 1, ISOM issue number 2, and Alpha Core number 1. And these are not cheap comic books by any means. These are 90 to 100 plus pages, so you're getting your reading worth.
Wow. Wow. You guys heard it here, folks. You heard it here first on EWA News. But before we get to this next matchup, I want to everyone to understand what's been going on lately with myself and Token. So I'm going to play the video between us. Oh, let me get that loaded.
And the
I think Ripper got the production people a little tipsy too.
Probably did. Probably did.
He brought that boomshine in with him.
Everyone in the club getting tipsy.
I guess so.
Facts.
I guess
I
everybody.
figured that joke looked kind of sus.
Now, we're gonna get everybody situated with this next video before we get to this next matchup. So here we go.
Derek! Token. We need to talk. I don't know. What's up? What the fuck? Why would you infuriate Troy Mason like that? First, I've been trying. I really have. You infuriate with talent, I gotta deal with it. You put me in a match with talent, which that shouldn't even count since they've been kicked. And then you stir in the pot where you're trying to control it, but you're just adding more grease to the fire. Why?
You know, I've been in a little pissed off mood lately. Been in a pissed off mood. Okay. Here's the thing. One, you're right about something. I'm gonna announce this to you. Everybody else here in EWA, as owner, anyone that faced BBG or August Stevens, put a W on your win column, because now all those matches have been overturned. That's the first thing as a boss I'm going to do. That includes you in the match that you had to face. But here's the thing. You did run your mouth. Can't say you didn't. That's what pissed me off a lot, too. What really pisses me off is that when your client, Troy Mason, Brooks, think they can run roughshod here in my company. Now, you and I was finally able to get Brooks on my same page. That's the thing. Okay, that's what I've been pissed off a lot as well. But you gotta think about it. My cousin, your cousin, which is now again somehow you're a client again because you got fired the first time, and then now you're back. So I already know that was all a ploy.
Yes, it was.
That pissed me off when I found out. You know who told me? Our IW reporter, Kyle Lynch.
What a shocker.
Well, that's what he does. That's what pisses me off the most, too.
First off, he's nosy.
No, it's not nosy. He's doing his job. Why haven't you?
Why haven't I? All of these contracts, all this paperwork, you sent me like a goddamn lapdog to get it all signed because you're here in your office. You don't have to deal with this heat every single week, every single time. You put these brawls and all this havoc on me where you're still right here. I have to deal with all the grunting and all the side-eyeing every time I walk in that locker room. I don't even trust security anymore.
Really? You don't think I hear the grunt of it? You don't think I hear that grunt at all? That's a bullshit lie. Because here's the thing. See, Andrew Lyons, our new GM here in EWA, fills me in on everything. You don't think I know what goes on in my own locker room? You don't think I know about how people don't want Derek Cole around in IW? I don't give a fuck what they want. Neither does Andrew Lyons, and you ain't gonna get on the goddamn same page.
I'd be on the same page if you can control the outcome of your company. And you know what? The ploy, I regret nothing because you screwed, and I say you, but your cousin physically screwed over my client, and you let it happen not once, but twice. Now, I thought
it was 3 times.
I was going to get to that. I'm letting the CEW thing go because this is EWA, and this is what we discussed. So I will leave that alone.
Hold on. You're blaming my cousin for screwing over your client for the rematch in the World Heavyweight Championship match when he returned. You're blaming my cousin.
I'm blaming both of you.
Hold on. Who took him out first?
And I'm going to get to that. I believe in karma. I can openly say Troy can get that all he wants. The first time, I thought they were even. And then he goes out of his way to do it a second time. And now
So hold on. Look, before you finish your sentence, I don't like interrupting you because you're my VP. We usually get on the same page. You're blaming me for what happened?
Yes.
You should stop blaming yourself, the IW reporter, the GM, and the secretary, Miss Turner, because we all didn't pay attention.
That's the problem. There is no eyes. Like you say, you have them all around here with Kyle Lynch and Andrew Lyons. You say you're all paying attention, but where are they? Now they can't stop attacking each other. Reagan's can't stop popping out of nowhere. And if we really want to talk about it, and we want to just take out our cousins, take out the family. You got Ed Cooper and Knox loboing each other every single week, and I have to deal with it.
I do too.
Yes, you do. But again, I'm the lapdog because you named all these people, but they aren't getting all these signatures every single week. And you want to EWA Universe. You want to know why I don't really pop up for these broadcasts every single week? Is because I'm stressed, and I, for one, am done. So once again, that ploy we pulled, I regret nothing. If anything, I wish it went on a little bit longer.
You know what? That ploy you pulled, I gotta say, that was the greatest thing you ever did.
It was the greatest thing you ever did.
Great. I mean, that was perfect, was it not?
Yeah.
I mean, these guys don't need to know nothing. I mean, this is what we do here.
It is.
It's called the Swerve.
Ratings, baby.
Ratings, baby. Absolutely, ratings, baby. But I know you have some talent to talk to.
Yes.
And who do you need to speak to?
I gotta speak to your cousin, Darius Jones.
Well, what I'll do is this. I will go out and I will go get him in the locker room.
Okay.
So, by the way, great swerve.
Awesome as an idiot. Come on.
Oh, man. All right. I will get my cousin for you. That's no problem.
Awesome.
All right.
I
will get him for you.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There we go. Wow.
That was an excellent swerve. It really was.
That was, to be fair.
That's.
I mean,
But you know what? Things happen, right?
But ratings went up through the roof.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But let's get to this matchup, guys. Finally, here it is, match number 7. And it was Chicago Savage taking on Death Dealer Bane. Like I said, this rivalry right here is been brewing for a long time. Now, Andrew Lyons, you know about more about this rivalry than I do. So why don't you tell the EWA universe about this rivalry?
Yes, DDB and Chicago Savage. Chicago Savage. It's just got himself in a bit of a slump as of late. After losing the television championship and stuff like that, and these two, DDB also getting himself in a bit of a slump as well. So both these guys were itching for a fight, itching to face each other.
And this matchup right here was through the roof. I mean, the fans did not know who to cheer for in this matchup. One side had Chicago Savage, the other side had DDB.
Yeah.
And one side had Chicago Savage, the other side had DDB.
It was really mixed.
This matchup right here gave the great feeling, like watching a old rivalry renewed.
Yeah.
And just give it that nostalgia push.
Yeah.
And Chicago Savage had their early going in this, okay? In the first 5 minutes. He really showed what true strength he had against. It was hard to pick up DDB, but once he got him down to a ground attack, he started putting submission holds on him. He started putting submission holds on him on the legs, the arms, and referee 3 times had to count to the 4. And referee told Chicago Savage, "Listen, you don't stop that. I'm going to disqualify you." And Chicago Savage just told him, "Move out of my way. I got a fight to do."
You gotta listen to the ref. Listen to the zebra.
You're absolutely right. And as you can see here, Death Dealer Bane, he's not too happy about with Chicago Savage.
No.
So when he charged at him, he went to go hit a clothesline kind of splash, but Chicago Savage ended up pulling the ropes down, and he went to the outside.
Ooh.
And he fell to the outside. So instead of him going to the outside, Chicago Savage decided to gain some more energy, and the referee just starts to count 1, 2, 3, and referee tells DDB get back in the ring. As DDB tells him, "I'm all done with this match. There's no way." Referee's already at the count of 5. As you see, Chicago Savage goes to the outside, grabs DDB, throws him back into the ring. And he said, no, you're going to do this match. He goes, "I'm going to whip your ass one way or another." And Chicago Savage, for the next 5-6 minutes, goes on the attack on DDB. Now, we all know Death Dealer Bane is a big monster.
He's a giant.
One true monster of IW.
Yeah, yes, the only true monster that matters.
Next to Legion, but
yes,
he's up there.
Yes, absolutely. You're not wrong there, Andrew Lyons. Now, Andrew, Chicago Savage very well. What can you tell the people about how strong he really is when he gets going?
Oh, Chicago Savage is deceptively strong. I mean, from the outside looking in, he may not look much, but that man is strong. I mean, he may not be able to physically lift DDB, but he can certainly, weather him down, and that's exactly what he did in this match. So he did. He was able to weather him down.
Apparently, we have one fan saying they prefer the pudding monster.
Wow.
That's hilarious. Sorry.
Wow. All right. I mean, that's
cool.
Okay.
New monsters every day.
That would be our own Nick Knox.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Okay.
But this matchup right here, okay. was a real. We're broadcasting live right now, Christine.
Listen.
I listen. Always take everything out before you go and come on here. I told you this.
Anything can happen live.
The weed.
Yes, I understand, but this matchup right here, Chicago Savage went for an early pin on DDB, 1 and no 1.5. DDB kicked out.
Oh yeah, you fucking powered out of that shit.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. As you see now, mind you, after that, DDB was getting up. Chicago Savage was on the top rope, ready for a missile drop kick.
Mm.
And when DDB got up, he moved out the way, Samoa Joe style.
Sidestepped.
Yep, and runs and does a senton right on the back of Chicago Savage.
Mm.
No, I don't. I've never seen the big man hit a senton in my life, but that's a first. And jeez, the look of Chicago's face, he looks
like to be in pain. But here's the thing: this is EWA. You evolve yourself here from the normal.
Absolutely.
That's so true.
And that's what we're about here in EWA, evolving yourself. But these guys really, really went at it. Okay, Chicago Savage, right? When he, was getting up, DDB just drops an elbow, a standing elbow to the back of Chicago Savage, trying to weaken him down.
Damn right.
But as you know, Chicago Savage tried to get some momentum, a little spur of momentum, and it didn't work for him, guys. It did not. It did not. And Chicago Savage, DDB, ended up just flattening him like a pancake, just falling right on top of him. He was trying to go for that body slam, but DDB got the cover on that reversal. 1, 2, but Chicago Savage kicked out.
I was close.
It was close. No, Chicago Savage ain't no fool.
No, he's not.
Mm-mm.
He's crafty, boy. He's crafty.
Yes, he is. And then
Didn't raise no fool.
of course, DDB was on the attack on that back of Chicago Savage. He was really targeting it. Now, Kyle, that's definitely gonna have to. We're definitely gonna have to check on Chicago Savage later on with that back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
I mean, you can't fault Bane. He's picked his part, and because Savage, he really does need that maneuverability with his back to pull up that Sears power.
yeah, he definitely needs that. You know how DDB, well, what Andrew Lyons, what is that finisher that DDB has that he loves to hit so much?
That demon death dealer drop.
Yeah, he was trying to hit that, but Chicago Savage was able to get out for a roll up.
Oh,
After a reversal. 1, 2, he kicked out. DDB kicked out and hit his finisher right on Chicago Savage for
Unlucky.
the 1, for the 2, and the 3.
Unlucky.
Raisins.
Unlucky.
it could have went either way.
That was definitely a barn burner, back and forth, full freaking match.
Absolutely.
Definitely got to get the medical team to check on his back after the match.
Oh yeah. I mean, but hard for victory by Chicago Savage. Okay.
Oh yeah.
As you know, you can see DDB. He's out of the ring, but Chicago. So look at the fans. They are clapping for Chicago Savage.
Oh yeah.
In this
yeah.
match.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a sign of respect by the audience here. In
Very.
Buckeye Stadium.
And
But
Chicago went to the back.
but here's the thing: Chicago Savage grabbed a microphone
Uh-oh.
and
Oh,
go,
dear.
DDB, you beat me clean, and that's hard to do. So how about at May Mayhem, we have a rematch?
Ooh.
Oh.
All right.
And DDB just accepted.
Ooh. All right.
Rematch.
Number 2. Yo.
Wow. What a rematch this is going to be.
And to be fair, Chicago Savage made it to the back on his own accord. So
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah,
just
he was-
shows that.
The medical team was trying to assist him, and no, he too much pride in that man. He made sure that he walked back.
Absolutely, indeed. But let's get to match number 8. Congratulations to DDB,
Congrats.
Chicago Savage. Hell of a matchup by you. But let's get to this matchup. It is match number 8. And it is a no DQ handicap match. The Messiah, Maverick Bowers, and Cameron Reed, called Unity, taking on Knox. After last week, they felt these guys felt disrespected last week after Knox gave him the foot on him. But it really motivated them, both of them, this week. It wasn't wrong, and it really brought out the best of Maverick Bowers and Cameron Reed. Hell, obviously that definitely motivated him to show up and show out this week. Kyle Lynch, what was your thoughts on this matchup when you first saw it?
This one, we know, Knox, he's been definitely showing more of a different side of himself, a more cruel, asshole-ish side. And that really, really got under the skin of both Maverick and Cameron. And then there was even at one point, Knox was actually at another event talking about how he was scouting out talent. And that really got under the skin of Unity.
Oh, it definitely did. Christine, what was your take when you saw that video?
I saw the video of him scouting talent, and knowing how Knox is and his personality with, this sort of like an anger / I don't really care. I want to hurt you because I want things done the way that I want them done. That's a great mentality to have, but it can also be a downfall. Because look at what he just got himself into. The situation now, he's having to face Unity in this no disqualification handicap match.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So we'll just have to see how this plays out. It could be a blessing or a curse.
Mm-hmm.
It could be. You're absolutely. It could be a blessing or a curse.
Oh, real quick, cameras caught up to the return of Killer Thorn in the press box high up in the rafters.
Yes, definitely. He earlier today, I don't know if you know, but he had a phone call earlier today, and I don't know who it was. I don't know, but here's the thing. If you look up in that press box, there's someone with a hooded figure. I don't know who that is. I don't know when he's going to be making his debut. I have no clue who that is at all. So until we find out, we're going to have to wait. But
he's just going to be standing up there.
He's going to be, he came here with him, and I'm like, I got to say, it's smart business thinking right there.
Yeah.
He needed someone to have his back. So, by the way, according to the dirt sheets, Knox did in fact have discussion with certain wrestler at that event, and papers were handed out. Whoa. Kyle Lynch, can you tell me about this?
Yeah. From what my guys on the ground told me, he said he was scouting talent, but it was actually not someone from the locker rooms who he actually ended up meeting up with of that event. So apparently, all from what my guys told me on the ground is whenever he walked away from these individuals, he had a very, very big grin on his face.
Absolutely, he definitely did, and I gotta say, okay, this was very, very. This matchup, this handicap match was, not in the favor of Knox. We all know that.
Definitely not.
Definitely not, indeed. But you know what? But you know what? Let's get to this action here. And this was a good matchup, though. It was good for a good 22 minutes, Kyle Lynch. Now, take it away with this matchup, sir.
Okay, so, in the early going, Maverick Bowers, he definitely came out swinging because this was, in fact, this was not a tornado handicap match. This was tagging in and out. So they had to tag in and out. And Maverick came out really strong.
No, Limo. No DQ handicap match.
I'm so sorry. I was thinking of
it means anything goes.
My bad.
No tagging.
Sorry.
Kyle, listen.
Is that weed you gave me?
This is why I told you to smoke first. It's nighttime.
But anyway, so they Unity definitely came out of this pretty hard straight out the gate, and they had the upper hand for a little bit, but not. He was actually starting to get a little bit of an upper hand about 5-10 minutes into this match, because Unity, they did kind of start getting a little bit too cocky about it. But then, Knox started to fire up, and it was actually really surprising. He was just sending haymakers after haymakers. He was able to finally get a little bit of an upper hand whenever he threw Cameron Reed out, and it was just him and Bowers just throwing haymakers at each other left and right in the ring. But then Cameron did come back, and they started to get the upper hand back. And then Cameron was actually about to it looked like he was about to unleash a monster spear. But then Ed Coop showed up, and he ended up pushing Knox out the way and ate the spear for some reason.
What's going on?
But that whenever Knox turned around and he's just sitting there cussing him, like, why are you in my business? And then all of a sudden it was that little bit of distraction that Maverick and Cameron, they ended up grabbing him. And then what was that finisher, that new tag team finisher that they had?
Was it the fall?
Yeah, it's called the Fallout.
The Fallout.
That's the Fallout.
They ended up hitting that Fallout on Knox, and they both, just for insurance, they both ended up covering him for the 1, for the 2, and the 3.
But here's the thing. After the matchup, okay, while Ed Coop was hurting from that spear, okay, Unity started beating down Knox. Started double teaming, beating him down. The music of ATM hit, and it was Gaz Smith who comes running down and tries to make the save. And you see Unity, they backed away. Oof.
It was forewarned that,
and you see Gaz Smith checking on his ATM brother. I mean, it's not a bad move, but I would expect to see Robbie Cutthroat or the American Masterpiece Jason Terry, but no, Gaz Smith coming to make the save. And speaking of Robbie Cutthroat, happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
happy birthday, Robbie!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, if you don't mind tagging Robert Miller, wishing him a happy birthday. I did put a post earlier today, but man, as you can see, Unity is looking at Gaz Smith and said, and you just saw Maverick Bauer said, "You're messing with a business you're not supposed to be in." Whoa! And Gaz Smith just looked at him and goes, "Oh yeah, why don't you two face me next week by myself?" And
Ooh.
Gaz Smith just accepted.
Oh,
You
boy.
two. Gaz Smith just said us two. And that's it. It is a handicap match next week and another no DQ handicap match.
Oh.
Unity's pissed. Unity accepted the matchup. Wow.
They accepted it, not really thinking too hard about it either.
I don't know what. I think they bit off more than they can chew.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right there. But wow, what a matchup. And you saw Gaz Smith, he goes, just grab the mic and goes, hold on. You two accepted? That's fine. But we're going to start the show.
Huh?
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh,
damn.
Gaz Smith laying out the challenge. Ooh.
Doesn't give him a chance to prepare or nothing.
No. Right off
Absolutely.
the gate, huh?
Right off the gate. I mean, they're absolutely right. It doesn't give him a chance to prepare for nothing. Now, Andrew Lyons, I understand that's your cousin, but what can you really take on what just expired?
I just, Unity thought they could. They thought they could kick a man when he was down, and expect to get away with it. But the thing about Knox is the fixer. He's got friends, as in ATM, and ATM is everywhere. So you never
Yeah.
know who might show up, and I don't know, man. Next week, Unity might have bitten more they can chew because ATM has more than 2 members in it. That's what I'm saying.
You're absolutely right. But Kyle Lynch, what can you report? What do we have any reports for anyone ready in their locker room, ready for tonight's matchup?
Sorry, I got an audio email. I had to listen to it real quick. But yes, there is actually pop-ups. So Darius Jones, he was seen in the locker room alone going over his plans for the Open Challenge Championship number 1 contenders match for the night.
Now, Kyle Lynch, what can you say about this rivalry for the Open Challenge Championship?
The contenders match? Sure.
This contenders match.
I mean, Troy and Darius, your cousin, they've had a very different type of rivalry than we've seen recently. Like, there's times where they're in complete blood feud mode, and then there's other times that they put that aside for something else at the time. But then it's as soon as it happens and they're allowed, they immediately go right back to just want to rip each other's throats out at this point. Because we all remember it was originally Troy who put Darius Jones in that coma, and that put him on the shelf for months. And then whenever he came back with 500% revenge. Like, he cost him the world championship rematch that he had with the technical sovereign Anthony Garcia, and it's like a weird love-hate relationship at this point.
Yeah, and by the way, Knox did. By the way, before Knox left the ring, he did yell to Unity. Told you that you needed help to beat me.
Ooh.
When he wants it, after all that.
And I'm gonna have to talk to Ed Coop about that and figure out where this was coming from.
I think he was trying to screw him over, and it kind of worked.
Kind of.
Yeah.
What's Ed Coop? Ed Coop's my face to my company. Why is he showing this little side over here? What's up with him?
I think it's he's getting a little bit too cocky after that win over Knox, and despite how much he's talked about wanting to be that light, I think throughout that feud with Knox, he did actually start letting some of what Knox was trying to instill in him it actually ended up kind of cementing a little bit more than what even he's really noticing. But then again, there was, and I hate bringing up other companies, but he has been going through quite the beginning of the season. Like he actually had a match with Nick White over in RPW not too long ago, and he told Nick White not to hold back on him.
I remember
And
that.
he actually took Nick White to the limit, but there was something that he's just constantly been complaining about lately is he was just it was very red hot between him and Nick, but then some sort of message was sent over the Titantron that distracted him, that cost him that victory. And ever since then, he's been on an extreme edge. And then there's also him having to face his cousins who have always been trying to tell him to do the same.
Absolutely. So, but we will not see Ed Coop next week. I'm going to give Ed Coop the week off, but we will see Zayerith next week. Kyle Lynch. Kyle Lynch, Central States Championship.
Mhm.
By the way, anything to report?
Oh, yes. Yeah, let me get back to my little fireflies that I have out there.
Okay.
My little birds, as I like to call them sometimes.
Mhm.
So, Knox apparently, he didn't lie when he said that he has brothers and respect from the majority of the locker room. But then Darius Jones again, he was seen talking to two people, but from what my guys on the ground said, they didn't know who those two people are. So we definitely have a lot of mysterious figures showing up tonight here in the Buckeye State.
Absolutely. I don't know who it was, but we'll definitely have to we'll have to report on it later on tonight to see what happens. But let's get to the next matchup. It is the Alpha King Dermot Doyle. And no longer the Alpha King James Park here in EWA. He's finally changed his name. He's evolving. And he came up with the Alpha King Dermot Doyle here in EWA, taking on the last week's loser against, Pacemaker. Couldn't to get the title, but Tyler Stone. Tyler Stone's been on a run lately, though.
Yes.
That match he had up against Pacemaker really improved Pacemaker, because Pacemaker wants a rematch them at the pay-per-view in a cage match at May Mayhem against Tyler Stone.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see Pacemaker next week in the co-main event against Zayerith.
That was one thing that really did surprise me, because it takes a lot to get the Pacemaker's attention. And I was really surprised that Zayerith, upon coming in, caught the Pacemaker's eye. Because it takes a lot to catch. And I mean, we saw what Tyler Stone did. They definitely got the mutual respect earned in last week's match.
You're absolutely right. But let's get this matchup right here. This was a good 14-minute matchup. I mean, this matchup could have went either way. It could have.
Yeah.
That's Tyler Bowler really doing it. But you got the Alpha King, who is the EWA TV champion. Can Tyler Stone knock off another champion and try to take another title off of someone in a non-title? I know he's in a non-title, but can he dethrone a champion? Is the thing I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. Can he dethrone a champion? We'll find out in this matchup right after the commercial break. Kyle Lynch, what is tonight's sponsors?
Tonight we are also sponsored by Humboldt Cannabis, based out of northeastern Oklahoma. They always got this stuff that is so good that even its literal name of the strain is called "This Shit Slaps, Bruh."
And this is why I'm smoking. Mm-hmm. But Christine, what do you think of tonight's show? Sorry.
I mean, it's been lit so far. I mean, we witnessed a no disqualification handicap match. We witnessed a monster versus a savage. Then we also witnessed two women showcasing what women's wrestling's all about.
Amen to that.
And we still got more action.
Absolutely. We still have more action indeed. But let's get to the action. And Tyler Stone goes early advantage. Right on James Park. I mean, Dermot Doyle. Sorry, Dermot Doyle. Formerly known as James Park.
He's the GM.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really taking it to Dermot Doyle right off the get-go. He's not wasting any motion.
Yeah, absolutely right. Not wasting any time at all. And he really was going at him early, but in this matchup, like I said, could have went either way.
Yeah.
And what can you tell everybody about Tyler Stone there, Christine?
Well, he lately he's been on a roll, and he's been also walking around with his brethren from the Do or Die Society,
The dudes.
and he also got put through a table recently by Allison that is out of action.
Yeah, over in Omega when she put him through that table. So I mean, I know he's still pissed off from that, But in this matchup, like I said, couldn't win either way. But it came closing down to it. The Alpha King Andrew Lyons. What is that finisher he hit?
Dermot Doyle lined him up and hit the Gallo Glass elbow right on his dome.
He hit it and got the 1, the 2, and the 3. Wow.
Yikes.
Wow.
I mean, no disrespect to Tyler Stone. I mean, he took it, man. I mean, he took it to Dermot Doyle, and that's no easy feat considering he's an OG and all that. So fair play to him. I mean, he really went for it. Getting better and better every time.
By the way, right? What you didn't see in that matchup, this is why Ed Coop's going to be out for next week. Knox hit his finisher.
The Burning Hammer.
The Burning Hammer on Ed Coop because of his involvement. That's what we didn't see, by the way. Cameras caught it, and we with that little delay reaction. But thank you, Kyle Lynch, for investigative reporting.
That was that makes sense.
But yeah, this that was but let's get to match number 10. Match of the night.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
This matchup right here. A non-title match is Heartless Daniels taking on the Lone Star Man himself. Sean Jackson up against Heartless Daniels. And this is match of the night, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
And you got to really see how this matchup went about. It's just these two really brought it. I mean, Heartless Daniels really brought it this week. I mean, Kyle Lynch, how impressed with you with Heartless Daniels?
Definitely. There's just no other way to say it. Just definitely, because Heartless Daniels, he's been going through a transformation of sorts, not really into something new, but more getting back to his more cold-hearted, heartless roots. And one thing, whenever they're going back and forth on social media, is Sean really, really tried to dig down deep and tried to tell him, no, the more you say that you don't have a heart, the more it proves to me that you do, but you just try to ignore it. And then it just got deeper from there. But Heartless, though, he's definitely got that chip on his shoulder, and this was a perfect showcase for him, that he really wanted to show people that he cannot be slept on, that you have no choice but to take Heartless Daniels as serious as salt.
You're absolutely right. And this matchup was on for 20 minutes. And Christine, what can you say? What do you now? You don't really know much about Lone Star Man Sean Jackson, but when you saw this matchup, what did you think of him?
When I saw this matchup, I thought to myself, and I'm sorry, it's kind of gonna make people kind of giggle because this is my high mind speaking.
But
But
isn't it?
Heartless Daniels reminds me of that song. Have you ever heard the song "Heartless" by The Weeknd?
Yeah.
Yep.
With Kanye.
Not with Kanye. The wrong one.
I was joking.
Wrong song. Yeah, it's by The Weeknd, and it reminded me of that because there was a lyric. He said, "And I'm back to my ways because I'm heartless."
Yeah.
And Heartless Daniels is going to his ways of being this guy that wants to put on the show, but also doesn't give a fuck about what anyone else says. Pardon my French, PG. But then you got your boy, the Lone Star, man. He's been kind of on a roll, but not really.
Well, Lone Star Man is the Open Challenge champion. By the way, he's been on a little bit of a winning streak. He's won the last 6 out of 7 matches he's been in. But I gotta say, in this matchup, it was really good. From beginning to end, and Andrew, in the beginning of this matchup, Heartless Daniels really brought it.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Heartless Daniels really brought it, and as much of a veteran as the Lone Star Man is, I didn't think he expected that sort of offense from Heartless Daniels from the early get-go. Like, it kind of rattled him a bit, him coming out the gate like that. But it took him a while to get some sort of rhythm in this match, Sean Jackson.
Right. But you gotta really say he really showed who he was in this match, in this matchup, and like I said, beginning to end. But everyone thought that Sean Jackson was gonna win this matchup, right?
Oh yeah.
During this matchup, Darius Jones and Troy Mason come out.
Oh, geez.
Arguing.
Oh boy.
Arguing. Okay. And they were beginning to argue about who was going to be Open Challenge champion. Right? Sean, he started yelling at both of them. Which Heartless Daniels gets a roll up for the 1, 2, 3.
God damn.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Heartless
no.
Daniels with a big victory.
Some might say an upset.
Yes. Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah.
There goes my bet.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That's big. That's big.
Now as Sean Jackson's upset. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Heartless Daniels is out the ring. Now we're at the co-main event, guys. This is the number 1 contenders match for the Open Challenge Championship to the go-home show before Mayhem. Okay. And I got to tell you this. Sean is so pissed. A three-way argument begins between all of them, okay? Which security had to come up because they started brawling. There was friction. Okay, hold on. You know what? Hold on. And here's the thing. Now that security got a bit overzealous trying to keep the three apart, which prompts Darius, Troy, and Sean. They started fighting security. Hold on. I'm done with the disrespect. Hold on a minute. I am done with the goddamn disrespect from my damn fucking talent. I'm making executive decision. This is bullshit. Hold on a minute. Hey.
Hell.
Oh shit, shit's about to go down.
I had to try triple security.
You got the tea and the popcorn?
So
Oh, I wish I had some.
The go-home show before May Mayhem.
This is great.
And a double co-main event. It's going to be a triple threat. It's going to be for the Open Challenge Championship. It's going to be Sean Jackson, the champion. It's going to be Darius Jones. It's going to be Troy Mason.
Ooh.
In an all-out brawl street fight.
Street Fighter.
Oh, no.
That's it. I had enough. Let's
hit the streets.
This is hitting the streets.
This
Okay?
is big time.
You might have to go to National Guard for that one.
I've had enough. Okay. By the way, Kyle Lynch.
What you got there, Kyle?
What you got there?
Okay, sorry. I had to go talk to one of my boys on the ground in person. Give me just a sec. So, basically, I guess from what I was told, and it preceded what eventually just happened, there were multiple piles of security guards that were trying to stop this from breaking out this way. And like, even though we tripled up on security, it's just
wasn't enough.
This is getting too molten at this point. Like, this is getting volcanic. I haven't seen security guards taken out like that since, I want to say, Goldberg versus Sid Vicious back in the day.
Oh, geez. That was such a feud.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So, we are going finally into the main event. Now, before we get to this matchup, Kyle Lynch is doing it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties on his end. Here we go. That's good. Yeah, it happens a lot with him. But before we get to this main event, if you look at the skybox, you can see the world heavyweight champion with a prestigious belt sitting up in that luxury box, enjoying himself. He's got his popcorn, and he is ready for this matchup. What happened? Where my GM go?
Buckeyes need to freaking up their network or something, because it's been tough tonight.
It's that broadband.
Absolutely. Well, we'll wait a little bit for our IW, for my GM to get back here. He must be having technical difficulties. Now, Christine, you know these two very well. So why don't you talk about John Reagans and Kurt Brooks?
Oh, boy. They say the best feud like Shawn Michaels and Triple H. The best feuds start with your best friends.
Absolutely. And if the world champion, the thing is, I know the world champion is up in the skybox, so if he has anything that he wants to say about this matchup, he's more than welcome to express his feeling.
Exactly.
Especially over in the comment section of the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Since he can, privately message me. Oops, did I call you out? But here we go. He's finally back. There we go. Angel Lyons is back. Now,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so Christine. Now, who are you going with this matchup?
Yikes. I just have this gut feeling inside. I'm gonna go with Reagan's.
All right. And by the way, Kyle Lynch, someone's just giving me an update. Miss Turner just gave me a little update. The two people that Darius was talking to that you couldn't see in the hooded figures, they finally revealed themselves. That was the Immortal Ripper and Bubba Boudreaux.
Oh.
Why is he talking? Why are they talking to each other?
How's Bubba out of the asylum?
I don't know.
I thought they only let him out for his matches.
I don't know. I don't know how Bubba is. I didn't even know he was still in the asylum. I'm like, well, as you can see, he's still got the straitjacket on.
Still doesn't ask.
I mean, the doctors are there, so obviously he must have got permission. I don't know, but it's Bubba Boudreaux. He's the GOAT.
He is the former world heavyweight IW champion.
Two-time IW world heavyweight champion. And right now, it is Ray Carter.
I think maybe losing that belt and he going through his mental break. I think he's probably wanting to surround himself with other people who have, suffered through similar circumstances lately.
Yes, absolutely. But Kyle Lynch, this main event, Texas Death Match. Talk about both. Who you got?
I mean, this feud, I keep talking about, Magma and Molten and Volcanic. This feud is supernova level animosity towards each other lately. I mean, how many variations of every type of match? Okay, I'm hearing an echo. Okay, it's gone.
We're good.
Okay. So, I mean, they've literally thrown everything, including multiple kitchen sinks at each other at this point.
We're hearing an echo again. Hold on. Echo? It's Christine.
Oh, okay.
Christine, you want to restart? Yes. We'll wait for Christine coming up to get to this main event. So go ahead, Kyle Lynch.
It was like she was saying, they were best of friends, traveled up and down every highway together, and once it turned sideways, it just kept turning and turning, and it's a tornado twister at this point. But Brooks has been, hate to just be an echo, pun intended, but Brooks has been getting the upper hand left and right, and I think John finally he's gonna figure out that.
Well, here's the thing: these guys gotta understand. One guy almost hurt my timekeeper. The other one screwed him over, so I had to discipline him instead of rewarding. So, I had to definitely discipline. So, and definitely did that. So, you know what? I had to do what I had to do. But it is a Texas Death Match. Now, you know what? I really think that John Reagan's going to actually pull it out. Even though, me and Brooks don't see eye to eye in this matchup, this rivalry. It's just too close to call. Andrew Lyons, go ahead with your pick and why.
This is really hard to pick because both men are they know each other very well. They both, it's literally student and teacher. And both men are very used to this style of match, Texas Death Match. But if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say have to be Reagan's because he just seems to have more of an incentive to win this match.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's go. The bell rings. Brooks and John Reagan's face off in the center of the ring. Their intense hatred for each other, palpable. This is the third time they faced off since the shocking betrayal and the burial of the UVC Brotherhood. The crowd was electric, knowing this match would be a brutal and bloody affair. A mix of emotions as Reagan's focused on gold, and Brooks is ready to steal it. Brooks paces slowly back and forth with that infamous snake-like presence, willing to strike at any second. Now, Christine, you know how Brooks is, definitely with that.
He's a different character. Let's just say that.
Absolutely. Kyle Lynch, it looks like you're laughing. You got something to report?
Oh, no, I'm just seeing people. They were kind of just poking fun at us in the comments, but I handle it.
All right. Well, you know what? Everyone likes to have fun. Absolutely. Because, echoes. But now I gotta say with this matchup, this early going, okay, this matchup begins with both men just trading blows, each one landing with a loud thud, and you can hear it. Brooks delivers a vicious clothesline, sending Reagan's crashing to the mat. Reagan's quickly responds with a series of rapid-fire punches, sending Brooks stumbling backward. Ooh. Andrew?
Yeah.
You're about to say something.
No, I just sound like, ooh, that was nasty.
Yes, it was nasty. I mean, this is really going to be a brutal matchup. Absolutely. And here we go. As you see, Reagan slams Brooks on the announcer's table.
Oh, no.
And right on the announcer's table. And by the way, it's a Spanish announce table. Whoever put the bet. Kyle Lynch, you won.
I wasn't going to brag about it, but I did bet about $3,000 on that. So
it's coming in pesos.
Dang it! I knew there was something sketchy about that. Dude.
I told you. What I tell you about things in here in Buckeye Stadium.
Well, cover gas on the way back home.
Yes, but shattering the wood, sending debris flying everywhere. Brooks is busted open. Everything that was on that top of the Spanish announce table has been shattered. Wood, the debris flying everywhere. Like I said, Brooks is busted open. Blood streaming down his face. He responds by smashing Reagan's face into the steel ring post, opening up a gash on Reagan's forehead. They are both bleeding.
Oh, jeez.
And those aren't those rounded ring posts. No, those are the squared off ones. So.
Yes.
Oh.
And that steel is unforgiving. It's even more unforgiving whenever it's got that corner.
And as you look up, the World Heavyweight Champion of EWA he is smiling because he's enjoying what Brooks is doing. Now, they're both a part of LOD. So, he's smiling. He loves to face his LOD brother. But here's the thing: if he has to face John Reagan's, he's gonna have to change his game after the first bout.
Oh yeah,
in the championship match they had before. But
if Reagan does get it, he is going to make sure that is not going to be the same result.
Absolutely. This match spills outside with both men using every weapon at their disposal. They brawl through the crowd using chairs, tables, and even a trash can to inflict damage. The referee is powerless to stop the carnage.
He's only there to count.
Yep.
Not wrong.
Eventually, Reagans draws blood from Brooks with a nasty gash on the head from a shot with a gusset plate. Ooh. Oh.
But Lenore Land.
Yeah. Her daddy's hurting.
It's hurting.
Mm-hmm. Reagans delivers a devastating power bomb onto the concrete floor.
Ooh.
But Brooks kicks out at the last second from a 2 3/4.
Dang. That shoulder, though, was up.
Yeah. Brooks retaliates with a vicious crossroads from the middle rope onto a steel chair. These guys are going back and forth, but Reagan somehow managed to escape the pin. 2 count. Brooks shows a strange sense of pain towards the infamous surgically repaired right knee after landing, but shakes it off. This is not a Taylor Swift concert. We're not in Kansas City.
Shake it off.
No.
I mean, even in EWA, we talk about Taylor Swift.
They don't need that shit.
No. Reagan hits a mid-air flatline as Brooks goes for a dive and strongly kicks out at 1, showing pure adrenaline and gets back up instantly. Brooks lands a snapdragon suplex, goes for the dead end. 1, 2. No! 2 count. Brooks is setting up, guys. He's ready for it. Hits the J Driller in the center of the ring. This has got to be it. 1, 2. No! 2 9/10. The referee just went like this, that close. Yes. Wow.
Adrenaline in his soul.
Yeah. Oh my God. And as we see, we come into the final moments of this matchup after what seems like an eternity. Reagans gains the upper hand. He delivers a series of brutal knee drops to Brooks' skull, followed by a vicious curb stomp. Brooks lies motionless, unable to continue. The referee calls for the bell, declaring Reagans the winner.
Oh, wow.
He is motionless. Brooks lies motionless. And the winner of the matchup and number 1 contender is John Reagans.
Damn.
Wow. And
I said Reagans, but it was more of a hope than it was because, I mean, Brooks has just been, I mean, he literally called it himself. What was that new moniker he gave himself?
I don't know.
King of the Death Match?
I've been busy all week.
Like, he was showing an even darker side to himself, and I'm proud. I'm proud, Reagans. I'm just proud.
Congratulations, John Reagans.
Yeah.
But after the aftermath of this match, Reagans is standing tall. His arm is raised in victory as the crowd erupts in cheers. His eyes locked on Brooks, and he suddenly appears to have a wicked smirk on his bloodied face, and rolls out of the ring with a small box in hand. Brooks struggles to get to his feet due to the wounds and fatigue, but watches on in confusion. Reagan then yells to Brooks that you can't escape the past, and opens the box showing Brooks inside. We suddenly see the most shocking and unexplained moment in wrestling history. Brooks is in absolute terror, guys. Brooks sees what's inside and almost instantly scrambles out of the ring towards the crowd, escapes the scene with a possessed Reagans watching him run up. What's
in the
hell?
box?
I don't know. Well, I don't know what's in the box. We'll have to find
We
out.
need to find out what's in the box.
I don't know, but
What's in the box?
all I know is Brooks has to find out. We got to find out what's in that box. And Reg, I hope Brooks's knee is okay. We definitely got to get the doctors to find out what's going on there. A little update from Cody Cat. If Cody Cat can get us an update at some point in time. But I am EWA owner Derek Cole. This is CEW GM Kyle Lynch and IW reporter. This is the hottest bitch of IW, Christine, and the EWA GM, Andrew Lyons. Thank you and good night.